Alrighty, I just wanted to give you a short video of what the avocado tree in full bloom looks like. Now it's actually in full bloom. It had more flowers the other day, but I just didn't have the time to take photographs of it or take video of it. But you can see that it's just jam-packed. Let me go ahead and let me remove this off the tripod, and I'm going to walk around the tree, give you a view of it. You can see that it's quite loaded with flowers, and they've all pretty much all opened up. Some open up, actually about 50% are opened up. The tree is weird because it does that. Some branches will open up all their flowers, or 50% of the flowers, then 50% are closed. Let me see if I can get in and close on one of them. You can see the insects having a field day. These love bugs are a real pain. They're a problem in Florida. They have been for as long as I can remember. But they're feeding off the nectar produced by the flowers. They're not actually damaging the flower. There's another one there. So I expect to have really good fruit set this year. We'll see how that goes. Let me back up a little bit and walk around it, just so you get some idea of what we're dealing with here. The scope. There's near the top of the tree. Avocado is a beautiful tree. It's a member of the laurel family. I think it's the only member of the laurel family that produces fruit. There is an insect that was accidentally imported from, I think it's from the Black Sea or from Central Europe, that actually will destroy avocados or laurel trees in general. It's ravaging the northern tier of the United States. It's already showed up here in South Florida, but I'm not actually in South Florida, but it has been discovered in South Florida already. It's a beetle that'll actually burrow into the bark and actually cause damage. Eventually it'll kill the tree. I hope that I never see that thing. Nature is pretty. It really is a wonderful thing. I can see why people like farming. It's a nice thing to, it's a nice pastoral way of life, although it's brutally hard though. I don't think I'd like to be a farmer in the sense that my entire living depended on it, because I don't think you can make a lot of money in farming, and it's really hard work, honestly. They don't get enough credit for how hard it is. It's vitally important though, but I don't mind doing it for a hobby, you know, for gardening and stuff like that, like a little hobby farm, maybe 5 or 10 acres. I wouldn't mind that, but I wouldn't want it to be my only source of income. And I don't sell any of my fruits, by the way. Everything I do here is just for my own consumption, because I don't like the stuff that they sell me at the supermarkets, so I grow my own. Part of the problem with supermarket fruits and vegetables is that they pick them underripe, so they haven't fully matured on the tree. You don't get the full benefit of the flavor, but yet they charge a lot of money for it. And the reason they pick it while it's green is because it's easier to transport that way and gets less damaged. But you as a consumer get hosed as a result. Look at that wasp. What's she doing there? Yeah, wasps seem to like the avocados a lot. There she is. She's really going to town on that flower. Look at that. Could be a bee, I don't know, because native bees, they look like wasps, but they're actually bees. So, there's the avocado. The Brogdon avocado, my pride and joy. It took me a while. This tree was pretty big when I bought it, and it still took 3 years for it to produce fruit. And I'll be honest with you, there are moments that I feel despair because I don't see my apple trees growing at the clip that I would like. They're not growing as fast, and I think it has something to do with the climate. There are some apples that do better here than others, and but none of them actually are gangbusters. They don't grow gangbusters or anything like that. They don't. This is a Joey avocado. They don't really take off as the others do. That's not true. I did initially have a good results with the Tropic Sweet and the Anna, which are desert apples, and the Fuji is okay too. The Anna has subsequently started to die back. I think I might lose her. Tropic Sweet still's going strong. So I replaced some of the apples that I've lost. I've lost a few of them to fire blight. I lost a Brayburn. I lost the Golden Delicious. I lost the Gala. What else did I lose? Can't remember now. Oh, I lost an Arkansas Black. Now those trees, I may have lost them because they were grafted to rootstock that are not well suited to my soil. So I tend to buy everything now grafted to M111 rootstock, which does better here. But even stuff that's grafted to M111, some of it will, the M111 rootstock can handle sandy soil, it can handle clay soil, it can handle high heat. But even so, some of the trees don't grow real fast with them. Some trees do okay, like Ashmead's Kernel, believe it or not. It is an apple tree that's an English variety. It does well here, shockingly. Holstein, which is a German variety, and unfortunately is also a triploid, does moderately well here as well. So I have two Holsteins. Ones I've had problems with are stuff that's really scab prone because we have a lot of high humidity here. So the New York varieties, the northern varieties like McCown, I have a couple of those that are not doing too well. I have Sweet 16s not doing too well. Actually, I also bought last year a Pip 1 year sapling that is Pitmaster Pineapple. I am surprised at how well that one's doing. Yes, it's small, but it is growing, and it seems to be resistant to scab. So I'm actually quite happy with that one. And then what else do I got? I got Roxbury Russet, two Roxbury Russets that are doing okay. The russet apples seem to do fine here. I got two Roxbury Russets. I got an Egremont Russet, which is also doing well. I got a Calvio Blanc, which is doing well. Orleans Renette is okay. Gold Rush is okay as well, as is the Liberty Apple. So, but they're still young. They need more time to evolve, to anchor themselves really well and then grow. So it just takes time. It's what I've noticed that, they say, oh, the tree will fruit for anywhere between 3 and 5 years. Really, 6, 7, or 8 years is what you need for the tree to do well and get anchored and really, get a good sample of fruit. My guess is 10 years is probably a good time to wait for a good fruiting tree. So some of my early fruit trees that I installed, that I planted years ago, are approaching 6 years now. Like the lemons, Meyer lemon, key lime. Let me show you what I mean by that. So this right here is a key lime. This is a key lime. This was planted in 2014. It's now 2020, and it was planted as a really small tree. I mean, I'm probably less than 12 inches tall. Look where it is now. I had some problems with it. It fruited for a little while, and then it stopped fruiting because it got damaged by a hurricane that came by here and you know, moved the base a lot, and the roots got dislodged. So it took a couple years to recover from that, but now seems to be growing again. So I'm happy with it. Key lime is awesome. If you like lemons and stuff, you know, plant one of these trees. They're really hardy. They grow fast, and they produce tons of little pungent limes that are like, I mean, they're like sour bombs. They're so sour, but that's what you want in a lemon or lime. This is a Eureka lemon. I also planted this one less than 12 inches. It's not doing too well. I might actually lose this one eventually. This is the Meyer lemon. This is a beautiful tree. This thing is rough, man. This thing is tough. This is a really tough tree. These Meyer lemons are not only are they cold resistant, but they can tolerate disease. They can tolerate all kinds of, you know, really bad things and still do well. So if you only had one lemon that you could plant, and you lived in, let's say, zone 8 or something like that, go with a Meyer lemon. You won't regret it. The stuff is most likely the one to give you a good outcome. It's already got one fruit there. You see that? One fruit set. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off. I have to get back to work. I'll talk to you later.